A while back, there was this book that I was reading that I wanted to post on my Instagram story. But right before I hit the post button, I felt this tiny hesitation. At that moment, it didn't feel like just a book anymore. It felt like a statement, a quiet announcement of the kind of person I wanted people to think I was. We rarely say it out loud, but many of us carry an invisible ranking of books in our minds. As an example for what I mean, imagine two people answering the same question. What are you reading? One says 1984, the other says The Hunger Games. Both imagine dystopian societies built on surveillance, control, and authoritarian power. Yet one answer is culturally coded as serious literature, while the other is often considered as just young adult entertainment. There is an instinctive difference in the intellectual status assigned to these books in spite of the actual thematic similarity. The strange part is that none of us consciously decides to think like this. But somewhere along the way, books stopped being just books. They became signals. A classic signals intelligence, a philosophy book signals depth, a business book signals ambition, a fantasy novel signals escapism. Whether those assumptions are true is almost beside the point. But once books become signals, something changes. We stop asking, "Do I want to read this?" and start asking, "What does this say about me?" Thus, we force ourselves through books we secretly dislike because finishing them feels like an achievement. We pick up books because they will look good on a bookshelf. We choose titles based on the next version of ourselves that we are meant to be chasing. But books were never meant to become resumes. Reading was meant to be an experience and not a performance. And this experience doesn't care about the difference between a classic, a manga, an autobiography, or a fantasy novel. So read what genuinely calls to you. The rest doesn't matter nearly as much as we think.